Nothing is free. Hello, everyone. Today I have an amazing story for you. It's not just for your listening practice. It's here to inspire you. The story is called Nothing is Free, and it shows how hard work and determination can truly change lives. There was a young man named Leo. At just 20 years old, he lived in a small, quiet town surrounded by mountains. Leo had big dreams. He wanted to own a chain of restaurants and become a successful entrepreneur. But life wasn't easy. His family was struggling financially. His father, Mark, worked as a mechanic, and his mother, Claire, cleaned houses to make ends meet. His little sister, Sophie, only 10 years old, looked up to Leo as her hero. One cold evening, Leo sat outside their small house, staring at the stars. He whispered to himself, "I want to give my family a better life, but how do I start when we barely have enough to survive?" The next day, Leo shared his dreams with his father. Mark sighed and said, "Leo, dreams are not free. If you want something, you have to fight for it. Start with what you have, even if it's small." Leo thought deeply about his father's words. Then an idea came to him. In his town, people loved fresh bread, but had to travel far to the nearest bakery. He decided to start selling fresh bread locally. But there was a problem. Leo had no money to buy the bread. So he took a chance. He walked miles to meet Mr. Anderson, the grumpy old owner of the distant bakery. With confidence, Leo said, "Mr. Anderson, I want to sell your bread in my town, but I don't have money to buy it up front. Can you trust me for 1 week? I'll sell it, return your money, and keep a small profit." Mr. Anderson raised an eyebrow. "Why should I trust you, young man?" Leo replied firmly, "Because I am determined, and I will work hard to prove myself." After a long pause, Mr. Anderson agreed. "All right, I'll give you bread for 1 week. If you fail to pay me back, don't bother coming here again." Leo was thrilled. Early the next morning, he carried the bread back to town and set up a small stand near the park. He greeted every passerby with energy and a smile. Fresh bread, warm and delicious. At first, people were hesitant, but Leo offered free samples, and soon he had his first customer. By the end of the day, he had sold everything and made a small profit. That evening, he returned to Mr. Anderson and paid him back in full. The old man nodded and said, "You kept your word. Come back tomorrow." From then on, Leo worked tirelessly. He woke up at 4 a.m., walked to the bakery, carried the bread, and sold it with passion. After 2 months, he saved enough to buy a small cart, making his work easier. One day, a customer suggested, "Leo, why don't you bake your own bread? You're great at selling. If you bake it yourself, you'll make more profit." This idea excited and scared Leo. He had never baked before, but he remembered, nothing is free, not success, not knowledge, not growth. If he wanted to succeed, he had to take risks and learn. He asked Mr. Anderson to teach him. The old man hesitated at first, but Leo's sincerity won him over. The lesson started at 3 a.m. Leo struggled badly in the beginning. His hands hurt, and many batches came out wrong. One day, after ruining another loaf, he felt defeated and thought about giving up. But then he remembered his father's words, "Dreams are not free." Every mistake was a lesson. Giving up was not an option. He returned with even more determination. Slowly, his bread improved. After 2 weeks, Mr. Anderson tasted a loaf and said, "This is perfect, Leo. You're ready." Leo rented a small oven and began baking at home. His family helped. Sophie packed the bread, and his mother made tea for him late into the night. Soon he added cookies and pastries. The townspeople loved his products. But success is never a straight line. A new, fancy bakery opened in town, run by a young man named Eric. Leo's sales dropped. Instead of panicking, customers improved his cart, added decorations, learned cake decorating, and won many of them back. Then came the biggest test. One stormy night, a fire broke out in his shop. Much of his equipment was damaged. Many people thought it was the end for Leo, but he refused to give up. He started baking at home again with whatever he had left. He told his customers, "I won't let you down." The townspeople saw his courage and stepped in to help, donating ingredients, money, and time. After months of hard work, Leo reopened his bakery better than ever. He named it Leo's Fresh Bakes. On the grand reopening day, the town mayor praised him. Leo, you are a true inspiration. You've shown us all that with determination, anything is possible. Leo stood before the crowd and said, "Nothing in life is free. Not success, not respect, not love. Everything must be earned with hard work, patience, and persistence. Never let failure stop you. Every challenge is just a step towards something greater." Leo's bakery became more than a business. It became a symbol of hope. People from other towns came to meet the young man who never gave up. Leo's story teaches us 4 powerful lessons. 1. Dreams are not free. They require hard work and sacrifice. 2. Failure is not the end. It's a chance to learn and grow stronger. 3. Help yourself first. When people see your effort, they will support you. 4. Never give up. The darkest moments are often just before success.